Jürgen, thank you so much for spending a bit of time with us. Talking about James Milner, who's going to break the Premier League appearance record. What makes James Milner so special?
I don't know where to start, to be 100% honest. So I have worked together with him for so long, and looking back, I'm so proud of it to be part of the whole journey for such a long time. And he's different in so many ways, and you cannot really, how can I say, you cannot put him in one box, because then you realize, oh, no, that's not fair. He's that and that. So, for example, he's probably the most disciplined, most stubborn, most strict professional football player I ever worked with. He's, on the same time, has the biggest heart, which he showed with his missus together in the foundation. The way he's in a dressing room or in a talk or on a football pitch, and then the guy he is on stage for his foundation. So it's just really difficult to understand, to fully get him. Let me say it like that. But in the beginning of our relationship, player, coach, player, manager, it was clear for me immediately that I need to find a way to get him on my side, because he is so influential in so many ways. And so then, when he in his very early days, he was early in our working relationship, he was determined to play from minute 1 to minute 90. I think that was probably the one thing he wanted to have. Definitely wanted to. That's why he moved to Liverpool, because he didn't have that situation at City. And when that didn't happen, you could see it in his face, in his body language and everything. And over the years, he just started understanding, with the amount of games we have to play, he cannot be part of it from minute 1 to minute 95 in each and every game. So that eased up the tension that was sometimes there. Definitely. But it was always a brilliant relationship, even though he was not always happy with my decisions.
And before you arrived at Liverpool, did you have a sort of perception and image of what James Milner would be like as a player and also to coach? And how quickly did that change once you stepped into the shoes as his manager?
Look, when I arrived in Liverpool in October 15, I knew the majority of the Liverpool players, but all on a different level. It means we played against City when Millie was playing, but it's not that I had now like a clear picture of the player. I'm pretty sure that time he played at the wing, probably. I can't even tell. But is that really important? I knew Liverpool will have players with quality. That was absolutely clear. It's Premier League and all these kind of things. So I didn't judge it too much on the basis of what I knew before. So I was really completely open to just realize and learn about the player and the person. And that was, I think, not sure what Millie would say about that, but I am not a traditional English manager. That was clear, but that means I treat the players differently. I am different. So, and I think for him it was the same. So it was just open and let the big German fellow do, and then judge later. And that's exactly what I did with the players as well, and with James too, of course.
And there was the season in his book, he talks about when you sat him down and asked him if he was prepared to play fullback, wing back,
left back.
Left back.
It was right. I asked him, what would you prefer, right back or left back?
Yeah.
And he said, neither. Okay, but if you have to decide, and I think I'm not 100% sure, because I knew the answer before already, but why I want to play him, it was left back. So I asked him, but his answer didn't really matter. So we needed him there, so he had to play there. But yes, he was not happy. He was not happy. Yeah.
Do you think his versatility and his ability to play in all these different positions has been key to his longevity as well?
Oh, yeah, definitely, yes, 100%. I mean, if you are, I don't know, if you are fixed on one position, and it's pretty clear that over the years in each club there will be a player on your position who's either as good as you or better. So yeah, that's how it is. There's younger, faster, stronger, better in heading or whatever. So the more position you can play, it gives you a longer lifeline, 100%. I think we gave Millie a longer lifeline with the, and especially a lot more games with the fullback position. Not sure how many games he played there, but if we take them off, he would have to play another 2 years probably to reach the number he has now. The versatility definitely helped him, but the most important is his general skill set. I think if I would have to describe the player Millie was in training from a skill set point of view, I would say he has absolutely everything and shows only 50-60% of it in the games, and not that it makes it worse. No, he just his own picture of the play he wants to be kicks out all the fancy stuff. So he's both-footed. He's right and left. He's extremely good both. Not exactly the same with the left, but really good. He has a decent. He's a decent speed. So he's fast. He can dribble. He can do all these things. He can. He's good in tight spaces, good in big spaces, all these kind of things. But his attitude for the game and how he sees himself and how he wants to contribute to the team performance, makes clear the fancy stuff will not be there. It's not for Sunday or Saturday. It's just for daily, on a daily basis. It's really funny because he's definitely one of the top 5 players I ever worked together from skill set point of view. It's crazy. And wow. I don't think anybody would see that way when you think about James. Probably people would say he's an honest, a top professional, these kind of things. But I can tell you he could do it all. He just didn't think it's for match day.
From talking to people who've played with him throughout his career, they all find that there was a Twitter parody account calling him Boring James Milner, which he found very funny for a long while. It sounds like he's anything but boring. Are there any anecdotes and stories that really stick out in your mind about the time you spent with James?
Not really. I know. So I'm not on social media, so I didn't know really about that. But I heard about that he has the same haircut since he's 3 years old or something like that. I'm not too surprised about that, to be honest. No, I don't have these kind of stories. I have other stories. I never. Let me say like that. If I would have to go on holiday, or if I can go on holiday and I have to decide which player I take, there are so many for different reasons. I would have to take so many players. So you want to have fun, take Oxlade-Chamberlain. You want to meet the right people out there, take Virgil van Dijk. So like networking wise, so where we can be, or Mo Salah. They know the whole world. If you want to have it perfectly organized, and you don't have to worry about anything, take James. So James will sort it. Driver will pick you up there. Blah blah blah. These kind of things. Hotel will be perfect. Rooms will be all these kind of things. So for me, that's not boring. For me, that's well organized. That's perfectly structured. And the other story is that I didn't tell him he has to take over like the parts of the dressing room from an organization point of view. It just happened, and I let it happen. So I realized that really only after he left. So he left Liverpool, and probably a few weeks into the next season, somebody came in my office and asked, Gaffer, he came late yesterday. We have to make sure that somebody. What's the fine? And I said, I have no clue. Who did that so far? I said, Millie. So he took all with him, not the money, but all the rules. So we had to set it up completely new because Millie left. And it's not only about being late, it's about so many other things where he made sure that, people will do it properly, players will do it properly, but really in a nice way and in a funny way. He's a natural leader. And I hope after game number 780, I'm not sure how long he wants to play, that he will use that in whatever he's doing next, because people like him this world needs desperately.